So this is the final selection of the Shreddies Nanas adverts, including the Chronicles, behind the scenes, and a few others as well. Please like and share.
Shreddies, a family favourite for more than 50 years, but until now shrouded in mystery. Today, this highly secretive organisation opens its doors for the first time in the Chronicles of Nana. Episode 1, Dawn of the Robots.
Have they ever tried making Shreddies another way?
Gosh, no. There was that other thing, though, remember? Oh, a long time ago, with the robots and whatnot.
Oh, that didn't go very well at all.
No.
Oh, yes, I remember it very well, of course. It was in the 1970s, and I'd been down in the factory for about 30 years, and we'd got the making of Shreddies down to a fine art. And I had this lovely group of ladies, the Nanas, working with me, who became like my second family, really. But the world was changing, and changing towards computers. Great big things, some the size of houses. And to tell you the truth, I never really quite trusted them.
So what was it about the robots that didn't work?
Well, firstly, of course, they couldn't keep up. It may be all right for people in your line of business to have these floppy plastic things with bits that fall off it, but we're talking here about a shreddy man. And you can't get that sort of thing right without heart and soul. When you've been in the business as long as I have, you can tell a great tasting shreddy from the offspring of some pile of nuts and bolts. They may be little miracles of modern engineering, and they may be very good for you and all that, but it's the taste that puts them on the breakfast table. So I got a fella in to see if we could find out why they couldn't get it right.
An engineer?
No, a head doctor.
A psychiatrist?
Yes. I thought they must have a screw loose, so I asked my wife what to do about it, and she recommended one of these chaps. Smart young fella. All brill cream hair and fancy shoes, you know. Well, it appears the trouble was the poor little things didn't have any feelings. No emotions at all. Like a traffic warden. I could have told you that you can't make great shreddies without love and care. So we had to let the whole lot of them go. Complete waste of time. And cost a pretty penny too, I don't mind telling you. Of course, there was no hard feelings from the Nanas. Sterling bunch. Went straight back to work without batting an eyelid.
And what happened to the robots? You just scrapped them?
Oh, well, no, we found some less demanding roles for them to play. Not now.
The Chronicles of Nana. Episode 2. Ready, steady, knit. It takes a special kind of Nana to work at the Shreddies factory. This is Camp Shreddies, the secret training centre where Nanas from around the country come to learn the art of knitting from master knitter Penny Peterson. Penny learned to knit in the foothills of the Himalayas with knitting monks who believe that the true knitter is she who puts the needle of the body through the loop of the mind. Each year, a select group of Nanas are hand-picked by Shreddies agents in the field. The agents are looking for the love, care and precision that will help these ladies to become true Shreddies Nanas. These talents will then be honed by Penny Peterson at Camp Shreddies, turning these promising young Nanas into lean, mean knitting machines.
Ladies, you are here because you are the elite, the best of the best. I'll make you better.
Every Nana remembers Camp Shreddies. Oh, what a time we had. The friends you made at Camp Shreddies stayed with you all the way to the factory. Well, we met at Camp Shreddies, didn't we, dear?
Oh, yes. Do you remember? You, me and Pearl. You were always the best knitter, even then.
Really? Even better than Penny Peterson?
Oh, not Penny. No, she was the best knitter I ever met. I heard that she knitted herself a full set of baby clothes before she could even walk.
I heard she was raised by sheep in Wales.
There seem to be a lot of rumours about how you became a master knitter.
Well, that goes with the territory, but I keep out of it. My job here is to pass on my expertise to the next generation. Come on, give it some welly, nanas.
What would you say is the secret to becoming a Shreddies nana?
Oh, passion, commitment, love, care, and of course knitting expertise. And all these ladies here wouldn't be here if they didn't possess those qualities, things that we expect our own nanas to have. Steady as you go. And when these ladies go to the factory, they'll be joining some of the finest knitters and the best nanas in the world. And it's my responsibility to bring them up to that standard. Good girls.
It's the end of their training for this group of nanas, but before they go on to apply their skills to knitting shreddies, there's time for one last celebration as they graduate from the esteemed College of Knitting Knowledge that is Camp Shreddies.
Congratulations!
The Chronicles of Nana. Episode 3, The Secret Recipe.
You are now privileged to be looking at the very first knitted shreddy, the original one, knitted and invented by the great Elsie Bidmead. Oh, they set up a thing called Initiative S to see if they could get these grandmas to knit food for everyone.
Knitting food?
Knitting food. Nanotechnology, they called it.
So tell us about Elsie and the birth of nanotechnology.
Well, I was a child at the time, about 5 or 6, and my grandmother decided to invent the perfect tasty snack. Have you heard of Initiative S?
The government war project?
Yes. I've kept several of their files here. Well, she dusted them off and decided to experiment in knitting all sorts of shapes and sizes to make the perfect taste. Of course, not all these prototypes were very successful. But I do remember one day she came bounding through the door, extremely excited, saying, "I've got it! 4 layers, Rosie," she kept saying. 4 layers for the perfect taste. It seems that she was sitting in the garden knitting under her favourite apple tree when 4 apples fell on her head. Not 1, but 4. That gave her the idea of knitting 4 layers into 1 square. Originally, there were 2 copies of the recipe. One, the one that was given to Albert, is under lock and key at the Shreddies factory. The other, Elsie hid.
So you mean no one knows where it is?
Not a soul. And I'm very afraid it will fall into the wrong hands.
To be continued.
It's in your blood, you see. I mean, I've been with Shreddies, since a girl. I trained with them, and they trained me, and I've worked my way up. I'm now the boss, as it were, of the factory. And of course, all my ladies love me. I mean, I keep my eye on my ladies, my nanas, and make sure they're all happy, and because it does make for a happy Shreddy if you've got happy nanas. We have a little bit of music and we have a light conversation. I don't encourage too much chat because they like to get on with their work, of course. But the general atmosphere, you see, it comes from the top. I'm a happy bunny myself, and I think I spread it amongst my ladies.
That's not too bad, is it?
She came as a girl. I trained her, you know. She's been with us for, longer than we care to remember, yes. Oh, we've been great buddies, really. But I mean, she was just a slip of a thing when she arrived. She's expanded since then, haven't you?
Well, all right, then you haven't done too badly yourself.
That's very true. I told you about the musical evenings. Some of them have learned to play the triangle. Another one has the tambourine, and we have sing-alongs as well. The Christopher Weaver, hello. Apart from the fact they must be first-class knitters, we like them to be immaculate. I check their nails and their hands and their hair
and their eyes, of course.
Yes, and their makeup and their clothes. We want immaculate ladies. And if they pass all those, then we give them a trial run, don't we?
Yes.
A trial run. She oversees, because I'm up here in charge of everything, you see. So I leave Pearl to keep an eye on them. Do a duet. Why not? Excellent. How about that?
Bonjour, dearies. The Shreddies Knitting Nanas have been a well-loved campaign in the UK since 2007. In fact, Shreddies have been so popular, we needed new nanas to help keep up with demand. But how to get people's attention in a crowded cereal aisle? We decided to create our very own Shreddies Facebook page to call out to Britain, we need nanas.
Calling all nanas. New recipe Shreddies are so tasty we urgently need new knitters.
The nana who got the most votes would be featured on special packs of Shreddies. Thrilling! Here's how it worked. Every Facebook friend got one free vote a day and could get bonus votes on special packs of Shreddies. Well, you can't imagine the commotion we caused. 8,000 new fans every day. 5,000 ladies nominated to be the next knitting nana. Hundreds of user-generated videos. Mind my Shreddies. And thousands of user-generated photos. Oh, I say. Entire towns got behind nominated nanas. And so did the press. People even sold those precious Shreddies packs on eBay. Exciting. In the end, we had over 250,000 fans. With hundreds of thousands of votes cast, the winning nana received over 56,000 votes. And best of all, sales of Shreddies were up a whopping 13%. Didn't we do well? Facebook now uses the nanas as one of the best examples of using their site to support an existing campaign. In a category as competitive as cereal, those are cracking results. Who says the cereal aisle can't be exciting? Au revoir.
So I hope you enjoyed those ads, and as always, if you want to see more, then please subscribe to this channel and check out the others that I've uploaded.